Good day. I'm going to be breaking down Optic Scump's 37 kill game on Warzone, his new PR. Absolutely insane stuff, playing with bows, methods, and Maniac, and he absolutely pops off. I saw it on stream. I saw it on YouTube on some, I don't know, some CDL channel. I just saw, you know, they uploaded it. But why not check it out? Obviously, shout out to Scump. It's his gameplay. We'll be breaking it down and seeing exactly what he does. Sit back, relax, and let's see how the King drops 37 kills. 37 is insane, man. So, bit of a weird start here. Obviously going for the most wanted, bit of a different start here. But you can see they're kind of having, you know, laughing, trolling. It's not going to be that when we break down the Warzone pros in like a kill race. It's a completely different environment, a completely different atmosphere. I think this is sometimes even more relatable, right? Because a lot of you people watching, you're probably playing with squads, you're probably having fun, and you just want to improve and get more kills. So this is actually more of a relaxed, you know, playing with a team of 4 and what you can do. So we're going to fast forward it a little bit. One thing I noticed straight away is pacing is very slow. Again, compared to the Warzone pros that play this game all the time, that are, you know, going for the high kills, breaking the world record and stuff. This is going to be a bit more of a squad playing that has a bit less experience, but still great Call of Duty players going through. And here's the first few opponents. He goes through, centers onto the first one, takes him out, and goes through. And straight away what I noticed was the team shots. Okay, instead of, you know, playing smart, playing fundamentally, no, the whole team's there, you've got the numbers, they're out in the open. Don't even think at this point, if they're out in the open, just shoot. Don't worry about anything else. They're literally there, they're there for the taking. They go through, they take out 2, and so look at this. Instead of reloading, he straight away turns around, gets his other weapon out, recenters onto the third guy, goes through, makes him one shot, takes his armor out. Now his armor's off. This is your time to go, okay? When your armor's off, think about it. They're either going to re-challenge you or reload. There's only 2 things they can do in that scenario, okay? So he's going to go through and push. There you go. And there you go. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what he does there. It goes through, takes him out, and just like that, they're able to get the first squad wipe. So he goes through, and yes, looking pretty good right now. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I was just distracted for 1 second. I was just seeing what happened. Okay, cool. So it goes through. Who dies there? Maniac dies there. Gonna go through. Someone's on top again. Just goes through, and look how he centers onto the opponent's hair. So when you're going through, right, when someone's on the high ground right here, you want to get your crosshair there naturally. So instead of looking down now, he knows they're on the high ground. So he's going to get his crosshair there. He doesn't know exactly what side they're coming from. So again, he's going to wave his crosshair. As soon as he sees him, he goes through, pre-aims him, goes for the jump shot. When you jump, it's just, you're a harder target to hit. And also it's harder for your opponent as well. And there you go. Good stuff right there. So, you know, good stuff. They get the first squad 3 down, pushing through, and they're just going to go for the 4th now. Let's see what happens. So again, I'm just going to fast forward it to mainly the action areas. So they get the 4. It's a bit, you know, the quality's not amazing, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's all right. We'll work with it. So it's going to go through, keep on going. At this point, what you want to do, and something I've noticed they don't do as much as I think they should do, is just ping the UAVs. So when I'm playing with my squad or whoever I'm playing with, I am very, very like, yo, why have we not got UAVs? We should have UAVs up constantly. It is a bad thing because sometimes I do rely heavily on UAVs, as I'm sure some of you might do as well. But at the same time, why not get that intel, right? I feel like in a game like Warzone, where the map's so big, you don't know where the opponents are, having intel, having a UAV is so helpful. So you see, they're going to go through now. He plays it a bit safe here, going to go through. Now, in my opinion, they should all get a self-res, all get UAVs, and this is so important. Before we carry on, if every single player on the team has a UAV, that doesn't mean they just use it at the same time, okay? They need to take their time, go forward, ping 1 UAV at a time, but they need to communicate. So Scump says, right, I've got the first UAV, I'm going to call it. That's perfect. Then Bose waits, calls his. You know what I mean? It has to be a rhythm. You can't just use it when you want, because what happens is you end up double counting your UAV. They go through and now they spot an opponent behind, going to turn around. And there's a couple of people they're chasing here. There's one out in the distance, goes back into cover, going to use the mounting feature. But at this point, they're just going to take their gunfight to the opponents. And this is the thing with squads, right? Especially with players like this that are quite stacked. The 4 you're coming up against are probably not going to be as good as you. Realistically, if you guys, you know, they're all basically pros and former pros, the 4 they go up against, they're probably going to be better than. So what they want to do is they don't want to get caught out. They want to take the fight to their opponents and basically use the team dynamic, play aggressive. And when you're playing that aggressive and there's 4 of you, it's very, very easy to kind of just put a bit of damage on and you're going to get kills left, right, and center. And the reason why it's better to do that is because now they look how much money they got, right? They got 15 grand. They've now got their loadie and they're on a decent pacing so far. And obviously from the, you know, from the video, he's going to absolutely start to fry. But again, he's on 6 kills right now, 75 people left. So what does that tell me? Well, it's not the fastest start in the world, but that doesn't really matter. They're still, you know, they're doing okay. And that's what it's about. You're going to get a lot of your kills mid to end game. So don't worry how you start. If you can, keep up some pacing, get some momentum going. And there you go, another UAV. I think they pinged it a little bit early. Because of where the bounty is, you know, no one's right in front of you. So they pinged it a little bit earlier, but it's okay. Because now they get a rough idea. Going to go fist forward it a little bit. So straight away, first thing he's doing, okay, he's thinking, right, how can I get the advantage? Now, as you know, the way to get an advantage in any gunfight is to get the natural high ground, especially on Warzone. Especially on Warzone. If you get that natural high ground with an AR, AR or something, you can just ping over your opponents. Bows are just flying in. This guy doesn't give a shit right now. He's flying in, goes through, absolute confidence there. I love that out Bows. Goes through, and now Scump's by himself in this room, okay? So he's going to go through center one, and he sees one right there. Let's see the movement. Let's see the mechanics right there. So I don't know why he's crosshair there. Maybe because he saw him up there, which is fine. Going to go through, look at this. Slides in. As he slides in, he sees him. Going to go through and going to jump straight away. That's the same mechanic you're going to do in every gunfight you see them do. They're going to slide, push in, jump. Okay? Slide, your aim goes lower. When you slide, you go lower than your opponent. When you jump, you go higher. It just throws their aim off, throws their aim assist off, and it's a little bit difficult for them to hit. You look a lot faster on their screen than you do on your own. Always try to do that. Goes through, there's two more people. Again, same thing. He's going to slide across, you know, get mixy with his teammates, go for a reposition. As his teammate goes up the ladder, I love that play. So as Maniac goes up the ladder, just pings a grenade up there, and look at that. Takes him out. Little plays like this, it's just, you know, what people do, like, without thinking, and you got to try to do the same thing. Right, if you're here, and this player is not peeking, what can you do? Well, one thing you can do is, you know, use your equipment. So that's what he does. He can't get there right now. So look at this. He just holds his nade up, pings it across. The nade takes 5 seconds to land and kill him. Lands right on the roof. Excellent grade, and takes him out. Good stuff. And again, that wasn't even like he thought about it too much. It was just natural instincts, because he's always thinking, how can I get the advantage? And it's not just Scump. This is every pro as well. Every good player, they think, right, how can I get the advantage? Well, I've got the equipment. Let me use it. Now he goes through. He's got the ammunition box. He's already used his equipment. So he's back again. He's got 2 stuns. Sorry, 2 smokes, two frag grenades. As good as new. People in front of him, again, get that natural high ground, okay? It's a repetitive process. Get the natural high ground, push through. They're a little bit further out than he wants, so he's going to go through the AR here. There's a couple of people on the right. Again, I'm sorry about the quality. It's not my video, obviously. It's from a CDO. It's like a highlight channel, so I didn't actually get this from Scump's stream, but obviously shout out to Scump. It's his gameplay, but yeah, quality is a little bit poor, but we'll still see what happens there. Goes through, makes him weak, and back off again. Now there's a couple of people. Now, I personally would do this as well, but it's not the best play. I do not like this play because I think it's very easy right now, okay? If this opponent had any hands, one of these opponents right now, they have a free sight on Scump and they could have killed him. I think this is somewhere where Scump could have died, and I'm not a big fan of this play. You see right there, you know, somebody actually does shoot him, but now he's going to back off, and I just don't think it's the best play. I think you'll be a little bit more careful. Maybe you could try to smoke first. I think it's okay, but mainly if the players are here, if the players are in this building here, it was a terrible play. Because they're opposite, it's okay, you know, they make it work. Goes through, and again, they're just getting mixy as a squad right now, man. They're just getting absolutely mixy, trying to make it work. He's got some machine gun out. He knows somebody's around here, so he's going to go around, take his time, and look at this, right? Oh my god, that guy was knifing him. As he's going around, he knows somebody's around here, so he's not just sprinting around. He's taking his time. He's walking around, and there you go. He spots him, gets his crosshair, makes him weak, slides across there to camera him, goes through and takes him out. Same thing I said last time, right? Constantly repositioning, constantly going through again. Great shots right there. It's just all about the reflexes and the reaction. He goes through, he sees him. As soon as he sees him, he's not panicking, he's jumping. He jumps around the corner, takes him out, kills him, repositions, same thing. He's going to walk off, and just like that, do they get the team wipe? No, they haven't got the team wipe. So there still might be 1 or 2 more here. Going to go through again, and it's all about the movement. Just keep on sliding across, making yourself a harder target to hit. What's happening here? So he's killed 2 here. Somebody just marked someone there, right? So straight away, this gun, not the best for this scenario. Let's get the submachine gun out, go through, play aggressive, take him out, team wipe, done. 10 kills, still plenty of action left here. So let's fast forward and see what happens there. So I'm really just interested to see what they do in their gunfights, how he kind of approaches them, because he's very good at his 1v1s. This guy's one of the best Call of Duty players, if not the best of all time, especially when it comes to multiplayer. The guy's a GOAT, bro. He's like 30 championships. So if you want to win gunfights, he is definitely the person to watch. You know what I mean? Like, this guy has been in competitive COD since he was like 16. So I'm pretty sure we're in good hands there watching Scump. Goes through. Okay, there's a guy in the Lodi. You don't want to land here. If you land here, the guy's a free shot on you. So you whip around, land around the corner, slide across, and there you go. The guy's not even looking at him. Slides through, takes him out. Nice jump shot again. Goes behind cover. And I'm actually a fan of this. Let's break this one down. Okay, let's break this one down. Think about it. In the moment, he doesn't have the opportunity to go back and watch it back. So one thing I noticed is he might not play this 100% perfectly. He might play this 90% perfectly, but win the gunfight. That extra 10% is what we can break down. And I'm sure if he could go back, maybe in hindsight, he could change it as well. So first things first, I would land a little bit deeper out. I think right now, the problem with landing here is if that opponent's on the head glitch, he can probably shoot Scump right now. Luckily for him, that didn't happen. The guy was a bit lost. Slides through, takes one out. Perfect. Now he goes through, as he slides to this box here, he sees a few more, gets his AR out, he starts shooting, but now he knows there's a lot of people there. So instead of actually committing to that gunfight, and this is what I mean, in the game, how quick he does this is impressive. Instead of committing to that gunfight, he's gonna chuck a smoke at the box, back off, kill him, kill the first guy, get that thirst, back off, reposition, and there you go. Look at that. Now he's at a different angle. You know, he's gonna wallbang him, make him weak, reload, back off again. Like we said last time, get that natural high ground. He's got them trapped here. And now he's got the advantage. There you go. There's another one. He takes him out. There's two. Spots the third. Oh my god, he almost trolled that. So that's just a bit unfortunate. So he gets a second, gets a submachine gun. And now he knows there's a 1v2. He's a lot more confident. Goes through. He actually, right there, he thinks he kills him, right? That's the only reason he's sprinting. Actually messes up. And you see what happens. As soon as he messes up, he backs off, goes through. He's going to reload now, armor up. And there you go. He sees him right there. Easy, easy kill. And he gets a 4-piece. So just really good play from him. And it all started from the reposition, right? He goes through, that smoke grenade at the beginning was excellent, really smart from him. Goes through, gets the reposition off. And I just think that was a really, really smart play, man, to go through and get a 4-piece. And it's just things like that, where, let's say we play this. When I say we, I'm talking about normal people, like myself as well. Like when we just play, I might have died here, right? Like once I get this kill, I might have committed here. I might have died here. And I might say, oh no, it's a sweaty squad, man. What can I do? It is what it is. I'm in the gulag. Scump, he makes a play, goes away, gets a 4-piece. So when people say bot lobbies, I always refer to plays like this. Would most of people have won this 1v4? Probably not. Were they the best players in the world? No. However, you still needed some sort of skill, some sort of finesse to kind of go away and get that 4-piece. And I think that's where the skill gap comes in. It's not necessarily about, are you better than them? Because sure, individually, you might be better than all 4 of those players. But when they're together, and there's 4 of them, 1 of you, it's just about making yourself a harder target to hit. And I think there was an excellent play from Scump to get through, get the 4-piece, and just clean house. Again, let's see through, go through and see what you can do here. But I hope you guys are enjoying so far, man. Breaking down the pros. It's just really good to get the inside of the mind of the pros of just what they're doing in these moments, or how are they actually finessing. Because when we pause it, we can really see it's not as complicated as we make it out to be, but it's just doing it on a consistent basis every gunfight and just doing it so effortlessly. So goes through again, making sure you have the right weapon, something he's doing really well. He sees this guy, okay? If he shoots with a submachine gun, he might be able to kill him, but it will take longer. So he backs off, gets the AR out, centers onto him, goes through. As soon as he takes him out, perfect. Repositions onto the left, goes through, makes him 1 shot, and takes him out. 2 kills in about 6 seconds. He had to be perfect there, because if he missed a few shots, they get away, it's a different fight. Now that 2 are down, the other 2 enemies, if anyone's here, they're going to be tweaking. He goes through, he finishes that guy, going to jump across here, and this is how you rack up those kills, right? Just stuff like this. He goes through, there's 2, and now whoever else is on their team, the other 2 opponents, assuming they're here, it's going to be a 1v2 now instead of a 1v4. Completely different. Goes through, and again, this is where I think, you know, he's on a bit of a burner. His teammates need to be collectively getting the money and getting the UAVs up. This is what I think could help them elevate to the next level compared to the Warzone guys dropping PRs constantly. Because obviously I think Scump's good enough to drop PR every game, but when I say PR, I mean like, you know, 30s and 40s. I think he can drop it as many times as he wants, but I think sometimes their pacing is not as fast as it would be if they played Warzone more. Obviously they're used to multiplayer, it's a completely different environment. But going through again, same thing. Maybe in this scenario, I think I'm dead here. So I'm just trying to see, what did he do here? Because he gets a UAV, and I think right now, this is just the reactions. Like, I feel like now I might have been tweaking a little bit. I probably would have overextended. Like, if I saw this guy, I probably would have looked at him, but I don't think I would have killed him as quick as Scump. Look at this. He goes through, drop shots, takes him out, and then just chucks a smoke straight away and armors up. Like, I just need to get better at being that quick, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same position. Goes through, pops a UAV, gets some cash back, and he's good to go. Again, I would get another UAV here. There you go. So this is what I would do. Just get another UAV, get a self-res, perfect. So I'm going to go through here, going to use a zip line. There you go. So he's on 17, going to use a zip plan. You can see he's on a burner, right? He's concentrated, he's locked in, and this is where the kill race side of things start to come in. This is where the Warzone, like, professional side starts to come in. Going to go through, and it's all about monitoring this opponent. Is this opponent looking at him? Yes. What's the best thing to do here before we see? Sorry, I have to have a drink now. I've been talking so much. So the best thing to do in this scenario is probably land here, go behind cover. Exactly what he does. Go behind cover, start strafing, take him out, and there you go. Easy as that. The guy wasn't looking. Easy kill, goes through, takes him out. Push through a UAV. Okay, someone underneath him. Where's the opponent at? What's the play here? Goes through, he's on the stairs. There you go. There's 1, there's 2. Easy stuff. So just over peaks it. Again, playing a different angle. And right now he sees 2. What's the play here? If one of them was looking at him, it's a different gunfight. The fact that both of them aren't looking at him, you just take your shots, you get these free kills, and you literally just commit to it. You commit to it, you take them out, and you just, you know, you're just grateful that you got that free 2-piece right there. The third comes through, there you go. You don't even, you know, you don't even deep it anything. You don't overcommit. You don't, you know, think, what, should I go through a different angle? No, they're not looking at you. You go through, you take them out while you catch them off guard, and that's literally it. That's the end of the gunfight. You move on. 21 kills so far, man. He's beaming. He started off with about 10 kills, right? This middle game, he's got at least 3 squad wipes. And that's where the kills come in, man. If you think about a 20 kill game, it's technically only 5 squads. And if you spread that throughout the whole match, that's not a lot of, you know, it's not a lot of squads to fight. You will fight 5 squads if you play the game right and you rotate and stuff. So sometimes when you look for a high kill game, it's not even about finding the people. I know a lot of people, myself included, when I was playing at the start, I was like, I can't find anyone. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's about winning those gunfights that you're supposed to. And if you win those gunfights, you will eventually find people. Like right now, this 30-40 second period, he's not finding anyone. Or as I say that, someone's behind him. But he wasn't finding anyone up here. That's fine though, because these are going to happen throughout the game. That your objective is to limit these as much as possible and just, you know, try to get as much intel as possible. Straight away, the high alert pops off. Someone's behind him, slides across there, gets into cover, and, you know, he's just ready with the LMG locked in. He takes out one, perfect, pushes through now. The second one's by himself. He sees him on the minimap just on the other side of this little barrier. It's going to down him, and the other one's on the left. And he knows he's in the building. So what we said last time, right? He's going to go through, he's going to slide cancel, then jump. So that's the assumption we're going with. Slide cancel. There you go. Sees him, slide cancel, jump. Perfect. Same thing that we kind of mentioned. He's been doing that every gunfight, and he's very, very consistent with it. When you repeat that mechanic, you know, hundreds, thousands of times, it becomes very consistent. You're good to go. 23 kills. Let's see what we can do here. Pops through. Let's back off a little bit. So he sees a high alert on his left, so I'm assuming he went to get the UAV right now, but this is why high alert's so powerful. He sees him, he's going to slide across. As he slides across, turns around. From the opponent's POV, they see Scump sliding across. They're thinking, right, that guy, he obviously didn't see me. He's running out in the open. They're going to chase his kill. So he's backed off, holding the angle, goes through and takes him out. Really simple stuff there, but if you can improve, this is a really great way to do so. So right now, look at this. Sees the opponent. Instead of committing, going to slide across, slide away, back off, and there you go. It's easy as that. That's a really good way of, you know, finessing and winning the gunfight. It's going to go through, pops a UAV. And what's the play here? Okay, perfect. It's going to push through. And yeah, just trying to find some players right now, man. It gets to that point at this point of the game where when you're chasing kills and the gulag's closing and, you know, things getting mixy, you got to be careful, but at the same time, you got to just work on your pacing. Do you want to full send stuff? And especially on a building like this, it's not Resurgence, right? I play a lot of Resurgence, so it's a bit easier, but in the big map, I find it difficult to find the balance sometimes of when to push, when to hold, especially when it's against buildings like this, man. So I'm curious to see what he does here and how he kind of approaches this end game. What happens there? Free kill. You kind of have to take that at this point. You just got to go for it. He shoots just in front of him. Very important. Look at this. As he shoots, look at this. He's not shooting on the player. Not because he can't aim. This guy's scumpy, bro. He can aim for what he wants. But because of the way bullet velocity works, you aim just in front of the player, okay? So right there, perfect example. Don't shoot where the player is. Shoot in front of the player. Goes through, and he's able to take him out. That's exactly what you want to see. Goes through again. And yeah, good stuff, man. He's going to push through. The gulag is closing. Okay, so he's going to swing across. All right, there you go. He sees one. Oh, no. He almost died there. That was really bad. I don't know what happened there. Bro, he didn't pull his parachute. I'm so confused there. I don't know why. I feel like on the zipper, you have to pull your parachute. Am I confused? Maybe I'm confused. I always thought, I might have to try this out. I might have to try it. Let me know in the comments. Am I faded? I thought if you use a zip, you have to pull out your parachute. It's like landing in from the ground. So I'm surprised he didn't pull his parachute. Unless it was a glitch, and he did. Or I don't know what happened there, but either way, he's okay. Goes through, backs off, recenters onto the opponent, and takes him out. Easy stuff. Pushing through as they're shouldering, they're armoring for information. And again, really good stuff there. Takes him out as easy as you like. Gonna go through, see someone else there. Just gonna back off, make sure he's on the right side of the, you know, just right side of the building on the head glitch. Sees one, strafes across, sees the other. Now they're both one shot. Okay, he's gonna push through, get to a closer angle, and he's just waiting for someone to overcommit. He's trying to play a wide angle. And right now, with everyone being so weak, they're not going to push him. Realistically, he's got the advantage, okay? So let's back off a little bit. Right now, if the opponents are all looking at him, it's not good. But because Scump started shooting it, so right now, look, they're all looking at him. So you see opponent 1 and opponent 2. They're all looking at Scump, okay? So imagine you're Scump right now. You don't want to push forward. If you push forward right now, they're just going to shoot you. So you want to take your time. You want to get some shots off. There you go. First guy's weak. This guy's not going to re-peak. Now it's time to go to point 2. Player 2. They both have no armor. They both are on 100 health. That means they're not going to re-challenge. If they re-challenge, it's an easy kill. So this is your time to push forward. This is your time to get aggressive, get closer. So now you know they're armoring up. You're like, cool, what do I do? Well, I can go to the left here. I can wait for an angle, I can reposition, and you're just really trying to find something. If you have a grenade here, it's a good time to use it. You know, cook your grenade through there and really try to get that opening kill. You see, that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to find that blood right now. He's going around different angles. He knows if they commit, and there you go, that's exactly what happens. They jump off, they start to tweak. He takes out one, and with 13 bullets left, there you go, goes for the reload. And again, he's just holding this angle. So he's got them in quite a good position in terms of, he knows they're trapped there, and he's got the leverage over them just because of how good his shot is compared to theirs. He knows that they're not going to challenge him too much, and he's just really hoping that, you know, they overcommit. They're spending too long, so he's actually going to jump off again. This is the balance, right? How long do you stand here? Do you stand here or do you go? I don't really know. It's all up to the player in this scenario. Right now, you see he goes, he's going to rotate early. Some people definitely get caught out a bit too much there, so it looks like it's going to work out well for him. He jumps across, sees one in the open, takes him out, and straight away turns around. Again, there's so many angles right now, so I think right now he's playing this really well. Just his overall awareness to kind of reposition, rotate, all this stuff he's doing really well. Goes through, takes out the second, and there you go. There's a team wipe, and he's on 29 kills. He probably could have got a 40 bomb. The fact that he only gets 8 kills out of the next 25, considering how he's been playing, something must have gone wrong here. And let's find out what happens. So the reload goes off. As he's reloading, he actually sees an opponent. So luckily you can cancel reload on this COD, which is great. He goes through, side cancels, goes through, takes him out there. As soon as he takes him out, he's going to finish the kill. Okay, it looks like he's not going to finish the kill. There you go, he does finish it. Backs off. He sees somebody on the right. Look at the minimap. Someone's right there. Probably get the SMG out right now. No, keeps the AR out. LMG, whatever. There you go. Gets the SMG out. Going to get aggressive here. Like we said, right? Slide cancelled in. Jumped around the corner. So let's see what happens. Okay. Decides to mix it up a little bit, and this got close. Again, this is a gunfight we might have lost here. So he goes through, he sees him, the guy gets good shots on him. Instead of jump, he actually drop shots the window, takes him out, straight away repositions. You do not have time now to get for the finish. Repositions, armors up, and now we can go for the finish. There you go, good stuff there. And that's why tempered's so important, right? Because 2 plates a lot quicker than putting 3 plates on, and if you only manage to get 1 plate on, that's 50 health. There's a couple of people out in the open, okay? A couple people out in the open, and this is why mounting is such a good feature. So we see some people here. Right, what's the play? Well, there's 4 people out in the open. He could shoot them. Instead, he's going to mount. Going to go through. Instead of shooting that first guy, he's going to shoot this guy. Okay, this is basically a guaranteed kill. Goes through if he can get his shots right. Obviously, it's a bit difficult. Goes through, and he actually slides across. He makes him 1 shot. It makes this guy weak, and he finally takes out 1. He was going for that kill. Sometimes you've got to find the balance of overcommitting there in case they do end up shooting you, but he really wanted to go for that down. He ends up getting that 1 down. The reason why 1 down is so important is because it just opens up the map right now, because the second teammate, now he has a decision to make. Does he revive? Does he go for Scump? What does he do here? And this is where you can really close the gap on your opponent. Goes through, takes out the second, pushes through. That might even be a separate team because there's so many people. This guy lands right in, and look at this. So, okay, let's just play this out, then I want to back off a little bit, because I love what's up in there. This is great. Goes through, takes out 1, okay? He's got a decision to make. Does he go for this guy? Does he get cover for the left? And this is what he does both. He goes prone. Now look at this. He dropped shots, so now he's in cover. And then he sees the second guy. He's going to take this guy out because this guy's out in the open. He's shooting Scumps. He takes him out. This guy just landed. He's already weak. He's got nothing to do. He sees his legs, goes through, and he takes him out. Great play there. He knows someone's going to be behind him. Repositions. Just a really smart play right there. Great stuff. Goes through, spots the guy in the distance, and the guy is cooking. 34 kills. He's got some cash over. I think he's going to go for a UAV here, but it's a little bit risky just because people are out in the open. He's not even going to go for the UAV. I actually don't even mind this play, to be honest. Going to push through. They're on the edge of the zone. Going to get mixy with it. I don't know if he needs to, but I think he wants these kills here. Goes through, takes out 1, spots a second, takes him out. Okay, you know what? It doesn't even look like he died here. I thought he might have a slow game, but it looks like everyone just died. Great stuff from him. That's a 37th. The last guy's probably going to be in the zone here. Let's see what happens. I mean, that was just, you know what? That was a great performance. And it wasn't like one of those where he's just kind of stacking with his squad. He actually went by himself and did a lot of plays solo. So shout out to Scump. I learned a lot that gameplay. Hopefully you did as well. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll catch you for another video tomorrow. Peace.